Yo, you already know who it is. Price, Rob, Brah Migos Podcast in the building. You already know we're back with our weekly episode. As usual, the homie's on consignment.
Just he's assigning on assignment, just doing his goddamn thing.
He's doing what he do, what he does, when he does
Just
what he does.
him and his Braves, all them.
Well, look, and our boy got to talk about him and his Braves.
I so do. I so do.
So, with that being said, look, we're gonna get busy already. As you can see
Already.
on the screen, we have a mock draft. We're gonna get to that in 1 second, but what we're gonna get to first is for all you WWE fans, Elimination Chamber was last night. Elimination Chamber, Rob. First of all, give me an overall grade of what you felt like it was.
I thought it was a B.
You thought it was a
I thought
B?
it was really yeah, I thought it was a really solid event. Like to be honest, it was just one of those things. Like it was, I gotta talk about it, man. The letdown of spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert for anybody that didn't watch it. The crate, who was in said crate, Danhausen or whatever. Like I'm not. I look. I know of Danhausen. I knew him. Look, I knew of him before he got to AEW. Knew of him, of course, when he was there. Wasn't really watching him much there, but I am not the biggest fan of Danhausen. I don't really understand what he is. Like we was talking about it before the show. Like, is he a vampire? Is he a ghoul? I think he's a ghoul. I don't know what he is, dog. But like,
He's an
he
it.
just he's a it. He is
He's an
an it. And so I don't have time for it. I don't really care for it. And it's like it really was just such a letdown because like for weeks, it was, hey, don't open this crate until 2/28, 26, and what is in the crate? Like what's in the crate? We don't know what's in the crate. And it's like, who could it be? Could it be, I know some people floated out Chris Jericho, which would
mm-hmm.
have been weird for having him in the crate. Nobody knew like what it was. Could it be somebody from NXT? Like it would have been cool. Like it would have been weird, even though I haven't really watched NXT much. Like if it was Lexus King, like his ass popped up out of there or something like that, or Joe Hendry, even though he's already like been on
Yeah.
the show and everything. But like it was fucking Danhausen. Like it wasn't really much of anything. I'll be like, okay. And he marched out there. I think he gave Michael Cole some teeth or whatever. It's like, yeah, that's been the thing that's been weighing on my heart about the show. And it's really what gave me giving this show a B. Because I thought the women's match killed it. The men's match was really cool too. Like Trick Williams, I think is the next one up sooner or later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just
Not
like
before Obafemi though.
not before Obafemi. But I think he might get there before Obafemi. Because I think that Trick Williams has the size, he has the magnanimous personality, like he has it all. Obafemi also has it all, but I think when it comes to between both Oba and Trick, I think that Trick has the more charisma. Like he has the more outweighing charisma than it. Oba, I think, is perfection of his character. I think Trick is more of a alluring person that basically is said character. But be that as it may, you know, it was just like, why the fuck do I care about Danhausen? Like, why do I want Danhausen on my WWE screen or on my screen at all? Like, I don't know why, but it's CM Punk's homie, and that's apparently what happened.
So I'm kind of with you. A B. The Danhausen thing needs to look. Me and you talked about this before the show
Mm-hmm.
that we haven't seen shit come up out of a box since. Well, out of a box specifically, it was
Or package,
yeah,
or yeah.
it was the New Day, but it was
Oh yeah, the box,
interest.
yeah.
But outside of that, it was the gobbledygooker, and
Shout out
that
Hector Guerrero.
yep, and that was throwing shit at a wall right there to see if it sticks, and it didn't work out then, and I didn't care for it, and then it seemed so cheesy. Like for people at home, we here at Brah Migos Pod, we're just trying to define: is he supposed to be a ghoul? Is he supposed to be a vampire? I've seen him. I've never really paid attention to his matches like that because I'd see it and I'd be like, this is alright. Let me kind of pass to the side. What is he? Because if he's supposed to be a quote unquote vampire or ghoul, it was better ways that this has been done. The Brood, Gangrel. Yeah, this has been done. I ain't saying that you gotta completely just jack that, you know. Is he supposed to be another one of these? Yeah, pause. Is he supposed to be one of these? I don't know, like unlikable, likable characters like Kid Wilson? Is that what he's supposed to be?
He doesn't. He doesn't. He can't even tie. He can't even lace Kit Wilson's boots. Toxic masculinity. That's what Danhausen is. Toxic.
Which if I just want to say, if they come out there and do that on Monday Night Raw, we called it first. We called it first.
You heard it. You heard it here live.
We called it first
on Brah Migos.
We calling that one first. But overall, outside of that, it was cool. We watched Randy Orton win. He beat the Lou.
Thank you.
We watched him win. We watched CM Punk beat Finn Balor. I'm kind of iffy. Yeah, it is what it is with that one.
Really?
Yeah, it's only because I want Finn to return for him. That's it. That's all it is.
Oh, that return is coming. I can see it because you saw like a little tattoo on his arm, dog. I think that man is gonna be Dominic Mysterio. Your ass is in trouble, buddy. Yeah. Like I think there's a bruising that's cruising towards your ass really quick.
Yeah. AJ Lee beating Becky with the submission. I'll say this
again.
Yeah, again. It was nice. I appreciated that because I do appreciate whenever women can be technical and go into submissions and stuff like that. I like El Kim, you know. I'm cool with that. And then Rhea Ripley beating Tiffany Stratton and everybody in that one. I kind of felt like that was going to happen in a way. I wish that we would have did a prediction on that one because I don't know why something in me told me I can't see Kiana James. I can't see Raquel Rodriguez. I can't see Alexa Bliss. And then there's something about Tiffany Stratton. I was like, I don't know. I say maybe Rhea Ripley. And she came out and won it. And I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. But overall, like we said, it's a B show. I'm not going to knock it. It is what it is. It's Elimination Chamber. It's always a pretty fun, show. But I'm cool with it. I'm very cool with it.
I would say I think Kiana James and Raquel Rodriguez, they showed me a lot. I think those two women are on their way up. Yeah. I'm with you. Like, I thought Raquel would have won it if basically Liv would have chosen Jade instead of Stephanie.
Bingo.
But yeah, it's like I'm good. Like they've both been making leaps and bounds improvements.
Yes.
Very much in the ring, and I really like Raquel's performance. I hadn't really been fond of like seeing Raquel in the ring for like the longest. She has it. Like I think she really showed out yesterday.
They're pushing in the right direction. They're definitely pushing in the right direction, and I appreciate that. See, that's one of the things that I'm saying, like women wise, that women's wrestling is going in the right direction versus like years ago people were saying, oh, they're out here, they're play figures, some of them can kind of wrestle, some of them kind of can't. But now we're going in the direction of, okay, these chicks can really throw down. They know what they're doing.
Nah, I mean, they anybody's watching NXT, like they've been killing it for like the last
for NXT,
decade. And now the NXT women are basically now on the main roster, and we're way past anything.
Well, I'm talking like 10, 15 years ago,
Yeah.
But with that being said, that was like our little slight coverage. We would have had more if a certain person would have been here, but we gonna
assignment.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have been on assignment. But what we are gonna get at right now is this: we on the screen have been wanting to do a draft, okay? And the our mock NFL draft, this has been like something that me and Rob have talked about for weeks.
Yep.
Okay, for weeks. Who's gonna pick what? Who really needs what? Who's the best available? And we were like, well, you know what? We need to give our opinion on who, what, when, where do we think is going, where we think that they're going.
Yes, sir.
And whenever shit comes about, me and Rob are like, you know what? We gotta wait to draft and put it up on screen. So
Yep.
now,
Yep. You think about it, guys. Usually when people make their mock drafts, it's usually in the cloak of darkness. We're
yes,
doing it live right in front of you.
yeah. So
Mm.
right here, right now, Brah Migos Podcast is gonna do our live NFL mock draft, and then we're gonna get off into some MLB and some boxing that we don't want to see. So first, Rob, I'm pretty sure we don't really have to discuss
All
this
right.
first pick.
Guys, we're gonna go out on a limb here.
Out on a limb.
Like honestly, like we're having a lot of courage here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of courage
Mm-hmm.
to basically pick this person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and say that this person's gonna go number one. Fernando Mendoza.
Yep.
You better learn the strip, buddy. You are going to the Raiders.
To the Raiders, which the Raiders need everything. They need a corner. They need a quarterback, a wide receiver, a guard, a tackle,
Jesus. Yep,
end.
everything.
Yeah, Jesus is right.
Yeah,
Jesus is right. He could help.
He could help. He's seen that everything that people talk about. He's a very, very nice Cuban boy that's basically gonna go there to Sin City and do stuff. And no, I think it's a great fit for them, and I think that I think they're really gonna go after him.
Now, Rob. Now the real draft begins.
This is now this is the real start.
This really begins. Okay. Now, with this being said, Rob, so far we know the Jets are the Jets.
Mhm.
What do we see them taking? They need a quarterback. They need a wide receiver. They need defensive. Look, they need defense, linebackers, cornerbacks. Where do you think that they should go?
I think for this one they're gonna go Arvell Reese from Ohio State. He's a little far down.
So you think
right
they're
there.
taking the linebacker? Or
I think they're gonna go Arvell Reese here. I think they're wanting to basically go after that his specialty.
Now
like
hold on. Now I'm gonna tell you this. They could need a linebacker. Now, did you see any of the combine stuff?
I was in and out.
Okay, so here's my take.
Right.
If they're gonna go combine, they might go Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles had one of the best combine performances numerically that we've ever seen. Okay.
So I'm willing to go with Sonny Styles, but here's where I'm thinking that they're gonna why I think that they're gonna not do that. And this is a name that basically is a blast from the past that Jets fans gonna probably be mad at that I'm bringing up. Remember Vernon Golston? Yeah. Vernon Golston was the workout warrior, was like the dude that basically, you know, had all the measurables, all the everything, and then like just pull out a number. I think he was the number 6 overall pick. Did absolutely nothing in the league. Like Vernon Golston was from Ohio State, basically went to the Jets and basically was that dude. So I don't know if they're gonna go. I don't know if they're gonna go measurables of that. But I'll be willing to basically go for this because this is the Brah Migos Podcast mock draft 1.0.
I'm gonna just throw out some numbers from Sonny. Okay, 4.46 40.
Okay, which is good for a linebacker. Right.
He had a 1.56 split. Vertical 43.5. Broad jump 11.2. Okay. Now his 3-cone wasn't the best. It was 7.09, but the best that they had the other day was 6.9. Then shuttle, the man was decent in the shuttle, 4.26. Okay, and then he didn't bench. Okay, he didn't bench, but he did everything else. Okay, the guy has the numerical measurables right now that makes me kind of say Maybe if they go linebacker, that they're gonna go Sonny Styles. Now, tell me this:
Hmm.
I don't think that there's another quarterback that they can take.
Oh no. Quarterback is not happening. I think they'll go free agency if they go quarterback. Because there is a fair amount of free agent quarterbacks that are out there. At least like when you talk about Malik Willis, they
Mm-hmm.
could go. They could run it back with Justin Fields. I don't see a reason. I don't see a reason for them not to, unless the locker room just says fuck no.
So
But
we'll draft Sonny Styles number 2.
yeah, we'll go Sunny Styles right here.
Now look, Cardinals. Do you see them getting rid of Kyler Murray?
Yes,
You see them getting rid of Kyler Murray?
one way or another.
Okay. So we know that there's not a quarterback. Okay. Now, if we're talking best available, Jeremiah Love,
From
the Lou. Yes,
Thank you.
he is a St. Louis product.
Thank you.
Or do you think that they may go guard or tackle?
I think they go tackle and they go Francis Mauigoa
I'm
from
thinking the same thing. And I'm thinking we need to put as much in place for us to get a quarterback.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm
Yep.
thinking let's bypass running back, all that. We're thinking they're gonna draft tackle. Now, Tennessee, also another team could use Jesus. Okay.
amongst other things.
Where are we going, Rob? Do you
So
think?
go ahead.
Now look, my mind is telling me Cornell Tate. Okay, because there is no weapon out there for your young quarterback. I think that you can sign a center and a guard. That you can allocate your money there for at least a center, a guard, and an edge. Okay,
Mhm.
I think that that's where you can put your money, and you'll be able to. Your running back isn't total crap right now. Okay, so I think center, guard, and edge is where it's at. I don't think that you can pull a wide receiver right now unless you're gonna go and say, I don't know.
Mike Evans.
Yeah,
There's a fair amount of wide receiver because think Stephon Diggs is
but they're
basically
all
going to be
kind of
out there,
older receivers, though.
which that's what's been their thing of what they've been wanting to basically do. And it's like I think because think about it, like when they got Cam Ward, they basically brought in Tyler Lockett, they brought in Calvin Ridley. Like I think they're going to try to go aged wide receiver again, which I could see Carnell Tate. My thing, and I'm willing to go with Carnell Tate is like this pick, but my actual thought is I think they go like kind of I don't say 3D chess, but I think they go after Ruben Bain. Like, cause I think they want to basically get much better on defense, and I think that Ruben Bain is going to be that kind of like blast from the past of Javon Curse, of basically somebody that's going to be a young edge rusher that basically is going to torment, that division for years to come. But I'm willing to go Carnell Tate just because of
I'm
how good he
actually willing to
was
go
with it.
Ruben Bain also, and
Really?
I'm now that I think about it, the defense does need it.
It's been bad for years. And it needs blood. It needs new blood. Which you are right when you say like, all right, they can go after like a boy Mafa, or
Yeah,
somebody like that basically they can. And I think Owe from who got traded to the Chargers, I think is like a free agent
I
too.
think he is.
But like they could go edge rusher there and basically really do that. But I think that they're gonna want somebody that can really bring in and be like the starting point of like a better defense. Like I think
So let's
that
say
would be that's my thought
Tennessee.
pattern.
Now I'm not gonna lie to you. To me, it may be the best available pick, and I think Tennessee may want to go Ruben Bain. You make a point,
Yeah.
Tennessee. So we'll go Ruben Bain. Now this one, I will say this.
Go
This
ahead.
may be Cornell Tate right here.
That's where I'm going with that. I was going say I was like, now this is where Carnell Tate gets drafted.
because let's be real, Cornell Tate, you got a quarterback now. They have a running game. Granted, I think that they can get a guard and a tackle in free agency. I think the Giants may be rolling with something.
Mhm.
After that, Cornell Tate could find a home in New York with Jackson Dart. With Scatterboo. This could be a hell of a little team that they trying to put together. This could be a 9-10 win team. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's gonna be a 9-10 win team. Now, Cleveland. Okay. What are you thinking, Rob? Because I'm gonna tell you
What?
now.
Okay.
Part of me is saying
Yep. Go.
right here to
Go.
Miss Lemon.
So I was thinking Jordan Tyson.
You think Jordan Tyson?
I think Jordan Tyson
Jordan
goes here.
Tyson would probably fit better though. He
Yeah.
probably
So,
fit better.
but it's between those two. I would say you could do a coin flip, and I think they're gonna pick either one. Um, let's go. Let's go lemon. Let's go lemon. I think
Think so?
I can see. I can see them wanting to take a guy to USC. Just
Yeah. I can see the UFC going. I can see them going UFC. Now, Washington. Tight
let's
end,
see.
guard, edge, linebacker. Now, I'm going to be real with you. I think they have to. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Part of me says that they got to take David Bailey, okay?
Yep.
But I'm going to make a case if I can find him without having to go too far.
Who you think?
Okay, so look.
Oh, Spencer Fasano. Oh, Fano.
They could take Spencer Fano because they have problems with protection.
Yes.
They have major protection problems, okay?
Yeah.
You have your quarterback of the future right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to risk him being injured and off the field more? That's the question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. Look,
no.
this could be David Bailey. This could be.
But I'm with you on Spencer Fano. I'm actually
because to me, I want to protect him. I'm not too fond about my quarterback on his back all the time. Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm with it because I think they. The only thing is I can see them going
him or Monroe Freeland.
Well,
the only
because I'm thinking that they might go interior lineman because they just took or they just
so you'd have to go
released
their interior.
He's a guard tackle, kind of.
Yeah. I want to say. Yeah, I want to say he's been moved around. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'll go Fano because I think they're gonna want to protect up that middle, more than they're gonna want to do anything else.
Now look, at home in New Orleans, okay. I'm gonna say this. New Orleans, it's times where you showed. First of all, New Orleans may have a quarterback now. You got a quarterback.
Yeah. I'm a shuckhead.
Okay, so I'm cool with Shuck. Now the problem is New Orleans gonna try to get better on defense or offense with the first pick? It's number 8 pick. Okay.
Whew. You think they go Bailey here?
I would think so, but the only reason I would think so is because New Orleans defense has suffered. New Orleans has to figure out how to get down point of attack and stop.
And you got to think about the afterlife of Cam Jordan because basically he can't be having that much longer.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Do you wanna suffer after Cam Jordan is gone? If you
go ahead, sorry.
If you're willing to suffer, you're gonna look a little bit further. But if you're not willing to suffer, we're gonna go right now. Okay. We're gonna go right now.
So I'm thinking either him. I don't think it's the right pick. Part of me thinks they will go Jeremiah Love. I think they want because I think even though they need wide receiver, I think they need offensive help altogether. And from a little bit that I did see with Jeremiah Love is like his measurables is off the charts. Like as far as with running back, I think he went like 4.3 40.
Yeah.
Like basically, they said he was looking like a wide receiver out there. But no, I think let's go David Bailey. Let's go David Bailey right here. As far as like the 1.0, like let's go David Bailey.
Okay. My Kansas City Chiefs. What do you think, Rob?
This is Jeremiah Love.
You think so?
This is I think it's in A, he's a home state kid.
Yes, he is.
B, which I don't mean too much, but B, I think that they're going to want to have as many offensive weapons as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either I think it's gonna be between him and do we do Jordan Tyson yet?
No, we didn't take
Yeah.
Jordan Tyson.
So I would think it's gonna be between him and Jordan Tyson. I would say Jeremiah Love. I would say this is gonna be
Think
Jeremiah
Jeremiah
Love.
Love. I can see
Yeah.
Jeremiah Love. I I see us maybe trying to get a receiver in the second round.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I do kind of agree with you, Jeremiah Love. He can catch it out of the backfield too. He can
Yeah.
catch it out of the backfield.
I see them basically using his ass absolutely everywhere.
Yes, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I wish that he could come out here and have a stellar year, and I see the Super Bowl once again, or at least the
So
playoff run.
this is number 10 with the Bengals. This is Caleb Downs.
So you
I think they're going
so
go
you
ahead.
think that they're gonna prioritize? We're gonna go ahead and get a defensive weapon.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go. They haven't had a really good safety in a
Oh,
very long
in
time.
in forever.
And this may be the best defensive player in the draft. I think they're gonna go for that more than anything.
Okay. Now, whenever we get to Miami, okay. Here's the problem in
Hmm.
Miami. We know Tyreek is gone, but you still got Jalen Waddle. Okay. I don't know what your faith is in Tua. Okay.
Oh, he gone. He's damn near gone.
Okay.
As soon as they find a way, they're gonna basically release his
So
ass.
here's my problem.
Okay.
Whenever you look at quarterback, okay. As much as we love LSU, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-mm.
don't think Nussmeier is worth taking the first round pick. Okay.
Don't touch him. Don't touch him.
I don't think Ty Simpson is worth taking the first round pick.
No. No.
Okay. Here's where it gets tricky. They have people that I've watched that say that they're high up on Carson Beck. Now my problem is I'm not high up on Carson Beck because I've saw once the pressure gets to him, he folds like a wet soggy cracker. Okay. Okay. Cade Klubnik, not happening. I don't see it. I don't see Drew Aller either. Okay. I don't see any of these guys. And this is no offense to any of them. Going first round unless you just desperately need a goddamn quarterback right now. Okay.
Nah. Yeah, like the only other quarterback I can see that's going first round outside of Mendoza is Ty Simpson. I think people were big on him. I know, like it was talk about Taylor Green. I was watching Sports Center. They was talking about Taylor out of Arkansas. Basically, had a really good measurable, but it sounded like to be honest, like what people used to say about quarterbacks that became wide receivers. Like it was a lot of those kind of things. They don't want to say that. Say they got a big arm, but I don't know where that goes. But no, I don't see another. And to be honest, in other drafts, I don't see Mendoza as like a first round quarterback. Like he's cool. I think he has a lot of great things about him, but he doesn't have. He's like Brock. I think we talked about it. He's like a Brock Purdy.
Yes.
Like, and that's not a slight in any kind of way. I think that he's a guy that he's like a Brock Purdy, Joe Burrow type. Like he's a guy that basically can be a winner type, but he doesn't have the measurables that basically like I would say somebody that
So, this is what I'm gonna say.
mm,
There's a guy right here, Penn State, Samoan. Okay. And what do we know about Samoans? Very tough. Very tough. Very tough. So I'm gonna say, I want to say he's Iowan. All right, if I remember right from hearing his name pronounced, I think that's the direction that Miami goes. I think Miami tries to get an interior offensive lineman first. That way that they can go into the draft. Well, that way that they can go out and say, and this is my personal opinion. This is what Kyler Murray lands. This is what Kyler Murray lands. I think that they go get a guard
with the Dolphins.
Yep. I think that the Dolphins are going to draft an interior lineman. Okay. Because you still have Jalen Waddle. Okay. Even though, goddamn, the Cardinals keep saying that, oh, we're talking with Kyler and we're not, and he's not talking with us like people are saying. I think that that's total BS. I smell a ton of BS like I'm next to a cow farm. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think Kyler is leaving. I think Tua is out. I think that they draft an interior lineman, Iowan from Penn State, and that they're gonna bring him in. Okay, because your second string. Let's be real. your second string quarterback is booty shadow. Okay, we not doing
Mm.
nothing with what they have there. So I'm saying that they're going to shore up their line. Tua is probably gone. Okay, because we know Tyreek is gone. You're keeping Waddle right now. Somebody has to throw to him. I think Kyler gets a fresh start in Miami.
I would have said Jordan Tyson, but I'm with you on that. Like they've been having issues with their offensive line for years. I think this is the one
Yeah,
they basically.
and it could also be Jordan Tyson. I'm just
Yeah.
going with that. I think that they're going to go Samoan because Samoans have had a lot of success right now. Okay, if I'm thinking like a GM, it's something in these guys' blood that's making them get it done. Okay,
It's the bloodline.
yeah. So I need to attach myself to this, and this is the direction that I'm going. Okay, now the stars at night may be big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas, but I don't know so much about Dallas right now. I do not think Dallas is drafting a running back. Why the hell am I going to draft a running
They
back
just
whenever
they
I
just
got
re-signed.
Javonte Williams?
Yeah, I was like they just re-signed Javonte Williams.
Yeah, why would I do this? That is total stupidity. Now,
So yeah, I think they go Arvell Reese here. I
okay,
think they either go Arvell Reese or they go McCoy.
okay. So I'm thinking if Arvell Reese is still on the board, he has to go now.
Yeah.
He has to go now. I'm only thinking Arvell is going to stay on the board only because I think Caleb Downs is the most complete.
Mhm.
Okay. Just so some of you people, because I know it's gonna be somebody in this goddamn.
Well, Caleb Downs already
conversation.
got. I mean, he already got drafted, so it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's some. I think this is what happens. I think this is what happens. I think Caleb Downs goes before Arvell Reese because Caleb Downs I think is the most complete, and I think Cincinnati is probably the place unless somebody like
Take some
freaking
early.
one of these three up top decide, you know what, we're gonna take the best player available
I was
right
thinking
now.
like the Saints. I was thinking like Saints
Yeah.
could be one of them. Like it's a bunch of teams that could use like a guy like Caleb Downs.
Yeah, if unless somebody is not drafting specifically, because I'm drafting specifically. I don't know about them because some of them believe in we're gonna take the best available player. I think if I'm drafting specifically, Dallas, I'm hoping Arvell Reese falls to me, so I can have a guy out there that can be effective on defense. Because good lord, you give up more points than you score, and you were like damn near number one in score. Now. Here's where I think we start dicing things up from 13 on out now. Okay. I don't think Matt Stafford is gone yet.
Nah.
I think he got at least one or two in him. Okay.
Yeah, one or two.
Okay. So I don't think that there's a quarterback, like I said, unless you're going to go Ty Simpson right here.
Which you are not. I wouldn't.
I don't think that there's one. So with that being said,
I think they go Delane.
yeah, I was just about to say, you want Delane or you want McCoy?
Let's go Delane. Go Tigers.
Yeah, we can go Delane, okay? Because everybody needs a good quarterback. And what I'll say about this draft is it's a lot of good defense in this draft. It is a lot of good defense, and I'll say interior linemen, offensive linemen, running backs, wide receivers. I say quarterbacks is like on the bottom tier this year. I feel like this is a low tier quarterback. You got one first rounder with a possible second. It's like a spades hand. You got one of the possible in quarterbacks. It's a lot better to shoot other places right now. Okay? Now, we get into Baltimore. Okay. I want you to be honest with me, Ron. Do you think Baltimore tries to draft a wide receiver right now?
I think so.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
available. We
Yeah.
go Jordan Tyson. If I had to go receiver, I'm probably going Jordan Tyson.
Part of me thinks that they're gonna go lineman though. It's like a slight part of me thinks that. Nah, let's go Tyson. We'll go Tyson.
Because I was gonna say I do like Denzel Boston. I did like Casey from
Yeah, that was gonna be my other
nice.
one. Yeah.
Chris Bell was nice from Louisville. They have
Omar Cooper.
Amari Cooper Jr. There's receivers in this draft.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
So, but you're thinking that they're going to go line? Where they're going? You said linebacker,
Uh,
right?
yeah, I was saying interior lineman.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I could see them going either. Yeah, I think you got to take one of them out, or nah, it'll go down. Yeah, there
so,
it is.
so you thinking
Uh,
Emmanuel?
it's either or. I'll say let's go Tyson. Let's go Tyson for this one.
You, you thinking Tyson?
Yeah,
You think
yeah.
that
Let's say
you think that they're gonna take the wide receiver?
yeah, because I think they're gonna want more. I think they're
Mm,
gonna want more weapons. Because think about it, you only got Zay Flowers. You got a, I don't say agent, but we don't know how long Mark Andrews gonna last. Um, I think they want targets, and so
okay. So so
you know
so
what? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so we gonna try.
I'll go with
So we gonna
Tyson.
try to maximize. So we gonna try to maximize the amount of time that we have right now.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Tampa Bay, tight end, guard, edge, linebacker, cornerback. Okay. To
Mm.
me, this is my this is my personal opinion. Tampa Bay. I'm gonna say this, and it's only because of how I feel about it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The ups and downs at quarterback make me say that in the future they may be looking to replace Baker Mayfield. Possibly. Possibly. Only because of playoff performances and late in the season. It looked like he loses fire sometime. Maybe it was an off year for him this year towards the end. It's just looking at it with my eyes, okay?
Mm.
Because he wasn't the same person that he was the year before.
Mm.
Okay. Now, with that being said, I don't think that their line is the worst, but I also don't think that they have the best set of weapons out there to maximize him at
You
at
ain't gotta get him
quarterback.
up. I
They
think because think about it, you got Jalen McMillan who didn't really play as much last
correct.
year. Uh, Granted, it sounds like they're gonna go away from Mike Evans, which
Yep.
it may still be to where he might come back. It just depends on what number he comes at. Chris Godwin, I mean, he ain't got that much time left,
Yep.
but you just had what's the dude, the great rookie that they just had.
Oh yeah, that is true. Um,
Shit, I completely whiffing on his name right
I
now.
forgot about that. I forgot about that. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
dog. I don't even know why I'm whiffing on his name, but him. So I think this one they go interior lineman. The interior lineman that you was talking about that from Oregon.
Oh, Emmanuel.
Yeah, I think this is where they go him
Okay, so
because I think they want to beef up that Mika Buku.
are you thinking that they're going to book him?
No, no,
Oh,
no,
oh,
no, no,
oh,
no,
oh,
no.
the receiver, the
Yeah,
receiver, the receiver.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I could see them going Pregnon and getting a guard because they need protection. I don't know if Baker Mayfield is struggling at times because he doesn't have enough protection. Because to me, he's known to run. I don't know if it was just an off year for him at certain times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if his people game plan for him better because at times it was like he couldn't make the throws. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if it was aging receivers because at times I don't want to blame receivers. Sometimes your quarterback got to put the ball in a better place. You know,
Yeah.
that's all it is to it. Now, we do know the Jets have a second pick. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, Rob. I think this is where they waste the pick, and this is where Ty Simpson possibly goes.
Mm-mm.
You don't think? You don't think that the Jets messed this up? I'm only saying it because it's the Jets.
Nah, I think this yeah, the Denzel cat from Washington. I think this is where he goes.
Okay, so you saying Denzel? That would be Denzel. He's a wide receiver. Denzel Boston.
Yeah,
Okay, I can see Denzel Boston going there.
I
Still,
think they need weapons. They need somebody to complement Garrett Wilson, and they don't really have that right now.
okay, I can see that happen. Now, Lions. The word on the street just was that your second running back don't want to be here no more. Okay, he even though he was hurt, which I feel like if you're hurt,
He it was said that he didn't want to be there no more, and then he basically said that. who told them that. He said it's a lot. So David. So in case y'all don't know, David Montgomery was said that he was told that it was rumored that he didn't want to be there anymore. Then David Montgomery replied on Twitter, said to that rumor, said, "Who told you that?" And so it's up in the air. He said probably is it probably another he said.
Do you
situation.
think he said that, though, Rob?
I feel like it was said.
I
don't know if he said it. I don't know if he said it. I feel like I think somebody said it on his behalf. But I don't know. Honestly, because it could be the word. Like when I first saw it, like that he wanted out there, I was like, yeah, I can see that. You know, you spent a good amount of time with a team. You know, you had good years. You want basically a starting running back position, which you don't want to basically share the ball, even though more people are going to that 2-back system. But yeah, you know, I can see it.
Okay, so with that being said, I can see them go Monroe Freely.
Yep.
I can see them getting a tackle. Either him or Caden Proctor would work right here. Either one.
Let's go Freely.
I think Freely.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. This is your team right here.
All right.
Where do you want to go, Rob?
See, here's the thing. So, where I want to go, like that's a really philosophical question. Like, I think of like, you know, okay. So it says right there we need running back, which I think we really have. We just need somebody to complement Jordan Mason, which Jordan Mason should be back. We're, you know, going to go away from what's his face, Aaron Jones. There's not a ton of running backs that I would basically put in the draft. I think they go DB. So I would say, I think this is where we get Jermon McCoy.
Ooh.
I think this is the one.
You coming out of Tennessee, huh?
Yeah, I think they're gonna go Jermon McCoy. They're either gonna do that or they're gonna go safety, which I just saw his name, but I can't see. Oh, Emmanuel Nikhil Warren. So it's gonna be either between those, but I think they go Jermon McCoy. But we'll see with 2.0. Probably is gonna be Warren for 2.0. We'll see.
Okay, so this right here is what I'm about to call one of the best picks for value. I'm taking Caleb Banks right here. All right, I'm gonna show you why. Okay, Caleb Banks, they graded him at a 68.8. Okay, even though he only played 3 games this year, the man was a workhorse the past few years. You can see, okay, he had a few sacks, he had hits, he hurried the quarterback. Okay, he's bad at the pass. I personally think that Caleb Banks can develop better than what he's played at Florida. Okay. That's just my personal opinion. It's going to be somebody who's going to say, I'll take this for screw you. But I think that he can play better, and I think in Carolina is a place that he's going to get snaps. He's going to get a chance. He's going to get a chance to play, and then he's going to get a chance to develop. The Panthers only can go, to me, defense right here. It makes no sense to go get another wide receiver whenever we're not even sure about our quarterback. Okay? And plus, I feel like this draft is deep enough with wide receivers. You can pick a wide receiver in the second round.
Oh, yeah.
You can go get a wide receiver in the second round, bro. I don't see it. Now, back to Dallas. Again, first round pick. Okay? As you already know, we went early and we went and got a linebacker. Okay?
Yeah, Arvell Reese, yeah.
Now, here's the question. Like we said, I don't think you need a running back. Okay? I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm them, Akeem Mesidor. Yeah, Mesidor. I'm taking Mesidor. I'm going to get as much goddamn defense as I can get in the first round.
But you're going to go get that much pass rush. Like, you really thinking that they need to really accentuate the pass rush like that?
Dallas couldn't hurry me or you on the other side of the line last year, okay?
I don't know if that's right. Let me see.
Let me look that up. They could have hurried me up, dog.
I mean, I know. I felt like they had a good amount of pressures. They just couldn't get sacks. I thought that was the case. But let me see that. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. But no, like, yeah, because they had hurries. They actually led the league in hurries. So I don't know if that. Oh no, this is 2014. This is 2024. All right, 2025. All right. Nope. They led the league in hurries again.
So who was they hurry? It had to be a grandma because they wasn't getting them.
Yeah. I mean,
They was not getting them.
Yeah, it blitzed a lot, but they ain't blitzed a ton. But no, they were second in quarterback knockdowns. They didn't get it. The thing is, they didn't get that many sacks. They only had 35 sacks on the season, which was like on the lower third. But no, they hurried the quarterback. They just couldn't get sacks.
Here's the
So they were second in the league in pressures.
Here's the problem with that number, Rob. And I'm gonna say this for all of the analytical people out there, okay? I can tell you to hurry the fuck up all the one I at the grocery store and nudge you behind the line, but I'm not making you check out if I don't touch your ass and make your card touch that little panel over there, okay?
But that's the thing, they did though, because like I said, they were second in quarterback knockdown, so they were getting at
but
the
a
quarterback.
knockdown
The quarterback was getting off.
I touched. He fell at some point, okay?
Right, but you made him fall.
I can fall if I slip on ice. It don't mean a nigga cross me up, okay? It don't mean that. We need actual. I hit him while he was holding the ball, okay? The ball ain't get out, okay? If I'm them, I'm either maximizing with Mesidor, or you have to go get something on defense. If we taking a linebacker, where else are we going?
Avison Terrell, like or Avion Terrell, AJ Terrell's brother.
We can take a corner.
Yeah, I would say they're gonna go for either a safety or a corner. Like I think they're gonna try to get that as far as like trying to stop people, because we already got them bidding Arvell Reese. Like if they would have did something else before then, I would have said that. But like I don't think they're gonna double up on pass rush.
Okay, fair enough. That's just the see ball, get ball person in me.
I get it. But to your point, they didn't get it. They were lower. They were in the lower third for sacks. So as far as like getting to the quarterback and have it being more effective, granted, quarterback hits can be effective, but like as far as really getting more fruit from that, which is loss of down / loss of yardage, they didn't do that.
Could be a coverage thing. So I could see Avion Terrell. We could cover up out there and give him a little bit more time to get. Maybe you do need a little bit more time. But I'm telling you, if they take Terrell and this don't work out, I'm gonna say, look, y'all covering up now. If he's covering up, something gotta happen. Something gotta shake on the other side.
So for this one, whoever's the best wide receiver, they gonna pick. Like just go to wide receiver. Just pick the first name you see.
I think I'm about to say that. I think there's a conception.
Yeah. They gonna whatever's left of wide receiver. They need every wide receiver they can. That's it. Look, they need somebody to accentuate DK Metcalf, and that takes a lot. So they gonna go after that.
I can see that. Okay, so Chargers. As much as we've gotten on Justin Herbert, people are gonna live and die, and like they said, hey, he needs more protection. I can see that. I can't see. Look, I'm just saying the man is a disappointment at times. That's all I'm saying. But he does need more protection. So, with that being said, I'm gonna say that they're probably gonna go offensive tackle, and this is where I see Caden Proctor coming in for them. Yeah.
So here's where I might differ, because Joe Alt's going to come back. Rashawn Slater's going to come back. So unless they're going to basically get rid of one of them, I don't know if they're going to go tackle. I don't think they'll go interior lineman, because I don't know if they're going to bring Mekhi back. I want to say they already cut him, but Mekhi Beckham back. But like, I think let's go Chase from Texas A&M.
The reason that I say that is because let's say Joe Alt comes back. Has Joe Alt had a contract in the past couple of years?
I don't know.
Because I was saying, if Joe Alt is looking to get paid, you might go young. Because I can't remember when the last time he got paid.
He's only been in 2 years, so like he's still on his rookie deal.
Okay, so
they just paid Rashawn. I don't want to say they paid Rashawn Slater.
Well, there you go. That's what I was thinking about, because I was about to say, Joe Alt just came in recently, so
yeah.
So you got Joe Alt. Yeah, I can see that. So. Let's go Chase. Let's go Chase. Let's
Yeah,
go to
I
the
was just thinking they'll go interior before they go
yeah.
exterior.
I don't know why I felt like Joe Aldous been here longer than that.
It seemed like it, don't it?
Yeah, it
It
does.
seemed like he
It
been
seemed
around
like
for
he's been
forever.
around longer than that. I don't know. It just felt like that.
Yeah.
Now, for Philly, okay,
Uh,
I think Philly is due to lose a wide receiver.
mm-hmm.
Uh,
Because they said they need tight end. Like I was thinking Eli Stowers.
I could see Stowers, but
Because
are
because
they gonna go? So here's the thing:
or Sadiq. Yeah.
Sadiq also would be a good pick. But here's the thing: does Philly really need a tight end? Because I'm more concerned about what I'm gonna lose because I'm not gonna be able to cover salary cap in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. So you talking about Goddard?
Yeah, because let's say you are able to keep Goddard, right? You're gonna have to lose a defensive piece. Okay, if we're losing a defensive piece, I think it's cheaper to go in the draft right now because there's so much defense in this draft versus I'm gonna take a tight end right now. So unless you plan on replacing Goddard.
So yeah, I think they're gonna probably replace Goddard, and I think they're gonna go like let's go Sadiq. I would say Sadiq. Uh, either
I,
one.
okay, we can go Sadiq.
Yeah. Either one.
Okay,
Damn, like it's a bunch of people that's got like a bunch of picks in the
yeah,
first round.
Dallas,
Like
the Browns.
it's like 15 teams that's picking in the first round.
Okay, so
Jesus.
this is what I'll say. They're
But
saying receiver, but they're losing their tight end. Okay,
mm-hmm.
because damn, what's his name? And I can always see his face.
Fanning or
No.
Njoku.
Njoku's going. They do have Fanning. Do you look to protect? Do you look to protect Shador? Because you're not drafting a quarterback. I don't even know why they even had that up there as a suggested position. I
Yeah,
don't know who in
I
the
think they go
hell.
free agent quarterback if they go quarterback.
Yeah. So what are you thinking? Because you can only go wide receiver, guard, or tackle here. That's it.
I
Fanning,
mean,
Fanning
yeah,
is good.
I think they go. I think they go tackle, and let's go. Let's go Proctor here.
Okay. We go Proctor. Now, Chicago.
Ooh,
I say CJ over. If CJ Allen is still here, you gotta take CJ Allen.
yep.
You need some help on defense, and that's a perfect person to help you on defense. Now Buffalo at pick 26.
Omar Cooper.
Uh, let's see if he's up here top. There we go.
Yeah.
So look, Buffalo, we already
Mm,
know what you need here. Wide receiver wise, it has to happen. Unless unless my boy from Obalus is gonna get his life together soon.
oh my God. please,
Keon
Keon
Cole,
Coleman.
yeah,
You are a star in the making.
yeah,
Please get your life right.
yeah. Just get it together. Get it together. Now San
All right.
Francisco.
This is let's go Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Safety.
You can see them taking the safety. They do need help.
Mm-hmm.
They do need help.
They need secondary help. So
Texans. Okay, I'm
ooh.
I'm gonna keep it 100% with you, dog. The Texans' problems, I think, are deeper than these positions. Okay, now I'm gonna say that they're gonna have to. That I think that they have to draft a guard or a center. I don't necessarily think that they need anything on defense. Like I don't think they need defensive lineman right now or defensive
Mm-hmm.
interior. I don't think that that's needed. I don't really think that they need a running back. I think one, they need to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on offense, and then protecting C.J. Stroud is going to be something major, and also getting him a therapist. I think those are the things that he needs right
You
now.
know what? You're right.
I think those are the things that he needs right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is absolutely right. If he don't have one or two already.
Yes, he needs a therapist, and then he's gonna need somebody to protect him. And to be honest, matter of fact, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Get him an interior lineman. Sam Heck would work, but I need him and Sam Heck to go together to his meetings and let him know that I am here to protect you.
We gonna work through this together, my
We
brother.
are going
We
to
gonna
work.
even though I think Sam Heck sounds like a white name.
Yeah, we are
We gonna
going
work
to
together.
get through this.
Like my mulatto friend, we are gonna work together
because they're gonna need it. Now, LA, I still think did we take a tackle? We took a cornerback early. They can take a tackle. I don't see like I said the quarter look. Caleb Lomo, I can see it. He's pretty big as a guy. As a human being, he's a pretty sizable human being. I want to see he's on the more sizable side of a human being from whenever I saw him at Utah.
And West Coasting it.
Yeah. So I could see them. Look, I can see them taking a tackle. I don't see them, like I said, unless LA does something crazy like Drew Aller right here, which is possible. Because I can see them be like, we're going to roll the dice at 29. Maybe.
Yeah.
Now, the Broncos. How do you feel about the Broncos?
Eli Stowers.
Tight end?
I think they need offensive help. I think and Eli Stowers is a playmaker that's gonna be able to like go out and like really because they don't really have a great cast of wide receivers.
No, they don't.
Like I think they need as much offensive help as they can get, and I think Eli Stowers is gonna give them that.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think the minute that Sean Payton can figure out how to open up this offense, I think that's when we'll see the best out of Bo Nix because their defense is there. They're just not an offensively like heavy hitting gun like that New Orleans offense that he coached. Whoo! The New Orleans offense was ridiculous.
High octane.
Yeah. Oh, that was 93 that was 93 all the way. You was driving a Corvette, going over the Chavalai Basin floor and it be yeah, that's all that was in New Orleans. Now, we've seen the memes. We've saw them talk about our LSU lineman. We've seen them talk about him.
I mean, he had a bad first season. I mean, he was good up until like the playoffs. Yeah.
Will
Go Tigers.
Will, you're making us look bad.
He don't look. I don't think he's at that take that monkey shit off. You embarrassing us level, but it ain't far from it. He got railroaded in that Super Bowl.
So I'll say this: they may bring in another offensive tackle.
Yeah,
they may. Even though even though he's a rookie, it was his first year, they may bring in another offensive tackle.
Yeah.
Saying this, even though they just bought in two rookie because they bought in Marcus Bryant too. They bought in Marcus Bryant too.
Who was the edge rushers that's left?
Ooh. Oh, we got a key.
Mesidor. That's I don't think they could pass up Mesidor on that one.
If he's there.
Granted, for us, he's been there, but no, I think that's the one. I think that's the more appealing one.
Yeah, I can see that. Now, and to finish out the first round, Seattle.
The champs.
Okay, we just saw Seattle have a running back that went crazy, so I don't think that we're going running back.
I think, but Kenneth Walker, I want to say, is a free agent, right?
Do you think that they're gonna let him walk? I don't think I'm letting him walk.
They got Zach Charbonnet, so I don't know.
Yeah, this is true. Charbonnet is there.
Who do we have best available?
Darian Price. He was pretty good. Yep. Shout out to the man having the same last name as
me. You know what? Yeah. I think they. Now what's linebackers looking like?
Uh, Anthony Hill. I've seen Anthony Hill Jr. He is pretty good coming out for the Longhorns. I've actually seen Jake Golday too, so I don't know. Ooh, I forgot.
Josiah Trotter.
Yeah, Josiah Trotter is still there.
Let's go with the
Okay,
Mizzou man. Let's go with the Mizzou. Let's
all
go.
right,
Even though
all
he
right.
ain't from Missouri, he just played there. But,
Okay, and that would let's see,
all right, so
let's see.
they're analyzing our draft.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see.
Uh,
Where's our grade? Where's our?
yeah, they said improve our draft grade. Where is it? Shit. All right. Does it have it?
Do we get a Do we get a draft
I think.
grade?
Do we got to pay for the grade? Damn.
I know the dream make me pay for my own goddamn grade.
Nah. You know what? I gave us an A.
Yes.
Put it on the board. Y'all see it. Y'all look at that
I
and
give
y'all
us
be
a
like,
too.
yeah, I give us an A.
I
We'll
give
put
us
it up
A
on our
too.
socials and y'all could tell us how y'all feel about it, and how y'all, what we did, what we did wrong, what we did well, But
We'll
y'all
go
see
ahead and
what it
copy
is.
the image that way that we can put it up there and post for y'all. But I
Yeah.
feel like I feel like our draft is pretty good. I feel like
Yeah.
our draft is pretty good. Okay.
Nah, I like
feel
us.
like it is pretty good. That's just us. And that was Brah Migos podcast. First round draft of the NFL. That's just something that we've been meaning to do. We've been wanting to do that for a while. That's just one of those things. You feel me? We've been wanting to do a mock draft for quite some time. And we were like, hey, we can do the mock draft today. Now we'll go ahead and get that about it.
Do
And we'll go ahead and drop me and Rob down a little bit. And then we're gonna finish the show out for you guys. So, with that being said, look, we have a couple other things that we want to get to today, and one of them being that we have to talk about what's going on in the in the MLB right now. So, right now, as you know, every week we give y'all a preview, and it's going to be the NL East preview this week. Okay, so in hour two, because we probably gonna be hour two of this one, because we had an hour already.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but we had fun with it.
Oh no, that was worth it.
That's what I'm saying. So you should absolutely watch James Woods, and that's about it. So I have to agree with my bro Migo Rob right here. Okay, if you guys have not peeped out James Woods, he plays for Washington. This guy is big bat, big power, coming in Washington. Look, I enjoy James Woods. I think that he gets better this year. Okay. But that's also me being faithful with every baseball player. I believe, you get better.
You know why I'm smiling?
Why?
Because we are both aged black men. You're doing the aged black man thing. Or the black thing of adding an S where there isn't an S.
Well, yeah, it was James Wood. James Wood.
Wood.
Yeah.
It is James Wood.
It is James
Wood. It is Kroger's and it's James Wood.
Yeah.
But there's also a James Woods for my people that
Wood.
watch Family Guy and watch old movies.
But it's
James Wood. But no, it is James Wood. Because look, I've said James Woods plenty of times.
Yes.
And so that's why I smiled because I knew it. I was like, yeah. I was like, I do this all the time with James Wood.
We do add
James Wood. But no, my brother is absolutely 100% correct. James Wood is an absolute phenom in the making. This is a guy that's going to be a superstar as soon as this team actually gets good. Kind of like, I don't know if he's going to be what Juan Soto was. Like that kind of guy that's like a perennial MVP.
I'm going to be honest with you, dog. I think if we give him in another 2 to 3 years, he probably is. The guy hit 31 home runs last year. He was 256. He went a little bit down, but you got to look at it like this. To me, you have to incorporate inflation of games. He went from 79 games last year to 79 games his first year to 157 games the second year. Okay, he basically doubled the amount of games he was there, but with inflation comes numbers that go. He went from 9 home runs, 31 home runs. He went from 41 RBIs to 94 RBIs. he went from well he still only had the same amount of stolen bases. Now he did strike out a lot more.
That's what I was gonna basically say. Like he strikes out a ton,
He
but
did.
that's gonna come in time.
Yes, that's one of those things that I think comes in time. But for the team that he's on, he's really good. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
predict he goes up 4 in home runs from 31 to 35 this year. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and if he gets really hot, we may see him get close to 40. Okay, because it's not many guys you're gonna find.
Yeah.
He's 6'6". He's a lefty, and we all know majority of your pitchers are right-handers. So this is a
Mm-hmm.
great matchup for him. Okay,
Yep.
if we talking just matchup wise, he can run. Okay, he can field, and like I said, the power at the plate is undeniable. Okay. So with that being said, the first thing I'm gonna say before I pass it over to Rob is Washington, get your shit together. Okay,
Oh my God, please.
because you have if he manages to get better over time and he slides away, I promise you, I promise you, whenever he leaves, it's gonna be worse than Mackenzie Gore leaving.
Actually, you think so?
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you why. We only see a picture once every 5 days. We gonna see him every day.
Yeah.
And if I ain't producing no goddamn runs, and it's because he didn't left, I want somebody head on the pike. Okay.
But I was there. That I guess because I think of like that Mackenzie Gore trade. That was a trade that like Washington could not refuse. Like
No,
they got
couldn't
a
refuse.
lot. They got
refuse.
a lot back for that, which it might have been an overpay a little bit, but no, they got a ton back for Mackenzie Gore. No, this team has next to nothing, and I don't say next to nothing because now you got C.J. Abrams, you got Dylan Cruz, who was the number one prospect in baseball at one point, but just hasn't really grasped on. You got Luis Garcia. You still got Josiah Gray, who could be an ace of this line of this rotation. He had a lot of good stuff. They added Miles Michaelis, who thank God for y'all, because I didn't want him to come back to the Cardinals. I thank you for your service of picking up that busted motherfucker. But but yeah, like they got Kate Cavalli. They got some stuff, but there's nothing really to see outside of James Wood. If Dylan Cruz can basically be what he was projected to be, who was a higher prospect than what James Wood was when they were prospects, I think you got something and they could be something. But baseball perspectives got them losing 95 games, and that's probably about right. This team really ain't got the pitching. They were really bad last year with pitching, and they did they got worse because they basically traded away the only good guy that they had, the only good pitcher that they had last year. Their bullpen was absolutely fucking basura, and they did nothing to change that. But I think that which is what it is, but like they don't actually. I lied. Andre Granillo, I really liked him with the Cardinals. Y'all got him. We traded y'all for him or traded them to y'all. But the thing about it is like this team is in a division that I think is really good, and I think that they don't really have much to compete really. But in a few years they might if they really make some. If their fucking ownership actually starts paying motherfuckers, like they can really do something for real. Like they could be a great team. They just gotta try and really improve that pitching staff.
But that's the problem, though, dog. We're hoping and wishing that they get better. Okay, which is a huge problem. Yeah. Which is a huge problem. And I'm upset that whenever you have A1 talent or a guy who I believe that could be A1 talent, and he's somewhere where there's nothing, and he shines above everybody else. I feel like you at some point you have to dig in and say, I'm going to try to make this better so I can at least hold on to him and try to make a run for my city. Maybe that's just me, like the person who would own the team, like the owner and me saying, hey, if this was me, I need to figure out how to make this work. Okay. And granted, you got back a lot for Mackenzie Gore, which I will be honest, at least you ain't let him go to a team where he could have been the lefty ace with another group of aces. You didn't let him go to a team like that.
I mean, he went to the Rangers, who basically could win that West, but he could be a big piece in winning that West.
Yes, they could. but it's could versus
Could. Yes. It's a bunch of could.
look.
It's a bunch of could
It's
with him.
could versus. Let's say if he would have ended up a Dodger, we would have been like, "Come on now, man." We would
Oh
have been
no,
like
no,
Boosie.
pitchforks and torches.
That's all I'm saying. So it could have been a lot worse. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, are the Marlins ready to reel in the NL East? Which, ironically enough, they're actually beating Washington right now in preseason 3-0. Um, this Miami team, I don't know, Rob. Where do they have them projected to be right now?
So record wise, baseball perspectives has them as losing 87 games, winning 74. I don't like this projection. I think this team is a very much a team on the rise. Um, I don't even think that's really a departure of what they were last year. I'm pulling up the standings right now because I just thought about it. But like they were they were an up and coming team, but they weren't necessarily a horrible team. They were 79 and 83. You know, like them having them finish much worse this year than they actually finished last year, I think is bullshit. Because the thing about it is, and we're gonna get to why I think it's bullshit, and it's kind of who you see back here. But like Sandy Alcantara basically coming back healthy, Uri Perez coming healthy. They went and got Chris Paddock. They went and got Peter Fairbanks to be their closer. Picked
Yeah.
up John King, who was another former Cardinal who I really like. Got Anthony Bender, like Max Meyer, who is also a former top prospect. This rotation can be, this pitching staff can actually be pretty good. I think I like what they've got going on. They have Xavier Edwards,
Yep.
who hit for the cycle in his rookie year.
Yep.
Kyle Stowers,
Yep.
who was our lone all-star last year, who
Otto
basically has
Lopez.
Otto Lopez, Owen Kasi, who they basically just got from the Cubs. Like this is a team that has a lot of pieces. Augustine Ramirez,
Yep.
who basically I think
Catcher.
can be a really good piece. Jacob Marcy, who they're really big on, who I think that he could be. Javier Sanoja, sure, but Connor Norby, like this is a team that doesn't have a star yet, but Kyle Stowers can be that. Like he can very much be that, and I think that this team has a lot of stuff that
So
is like,
so
you
you're
know, you can
picking
really
Kyle
bank on.
Stowers. I'm saying it's gonna be Xavier Edwards.
Really?
I think that he's gonna be the next one, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Anytime you have a guy that comes out to me and he has 159 hits his first year. He bats
Mm-hmm.
283 his first year. Okay, now granted, Kyle Stowers is clearly gonna be the power guy. He had
Yep.
25 home runs. Otto Lopez was your guy who's driving in runs. He had 77 last year. Whenever I look at Xavier Lopez, I think that position wise he can be a star. He's good in the field. He's very good with his bat. I think that he can go be that high in. I'm going to be on base. I'm going to bat. Cause let's be real. You came in your first year in the league. You played 139 games, and you weren't far off of batting 300. Let's be real.
That's pretty good.
For every person who's out there who's saying .17 is far off of 300. Well, guess what? He made the other
For a rookie
283
though.
first
Yeah.
before he gets there. It's really he's not a power. He's not exactly a power. He's not a power guy though. 3 home runs, but
It's
we
fine.
know one thing: power can be developed with time.
Yep.
If you can put bat on ball and
Mm-hmm.
get it into play and get on base is the first step. Because if you develop that first and then you add some power, you don't need him to be a 50 home run guy. He can go be a Bobby with 30, 35 home runs. But if you batting 300 and you driving in
Yeah.
runs,
I
and
need you to get on base.
yeah,
I need you to move some motherfuckers over.
yeah, that's what I need from you. Because Kyle Stowers is gonna be my power guy, and Otto Lopez is gonna help drive in runs. I think that they can be better than what they're saying. They have a lot of upside, bro. They do.
Yeah.
They have a lot of upside. I don't know where they kind of get because they said 95 games is what they gonna lose.
No. They said they losing 87 games.
87.
Like
I don't know though. I don't know about no
that's
87.
there's a guess of reason why I can see why, and that's because of the that. Let's keep on going.
So
I'm gonna say
hold on. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and I know that you can hold me to this one. Okay, you can hold me
yeah.
to this one. So they're saying that they're gonna lose. You said 80.
They
You said
said 80.
80,
They're gonna go 74 and 80, 87,
74.
88 really.
Okay, so all right, they beat out another team. Well, the people behind you, they beat them out in wins.
Mm.
I'll say this: if that same team don't have their shit together, Miami's gonna win 80. They're gonna win
Oh yeah,
80. They're gonna win
yeah,
80. They were at 79. They're gonna win 80, 81. They might be right at 500.
yeah.
They might be right at 500.
And yeah, and no, and I think it's the reason why it's because of the three teams that we have left in here. But two of the teams I think are actually worth the damn. It's one that
Oh yeah, it's only two. It's one that's very questionable. And you know what? I'm glad his ass ain't here today, because now I'm gonna talk
I
shit.
was wanting to. Yeah, that's why
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna talk
talk
about it.
shit too. Now, Phillies having the best pitching staff in baseball. Do you think that they have the best pitching staff in baseball?
Dude, I think they really gonna have like I think they are gonna be like kind of how with Rangers. I think they led the league in ERA last year.
Yeah.
I think this Phillies team is gonna have the best rotation where you got Christopher Sanchez,
Yep.
Aaron Nola, Jesus Luzardo, Zach Wheeler, and what they're looking at as far as Andrew Painter being like that fifth starter in there. I think this team is set to basically really be the best staff. You got Johan Duran basically being the closer. Orion Carey King, I think, is really good. They got Jose Alvarado. They brought in Brad Keller. Like they
You didn't
have
mention my
a
boy
nice.
Walker.
I didn't Taiwan Walker, who's
You know
basically be
he's from
coming out of the
Shreveport,
pen.
right?
I did not.
Yes, he is. He's from Shreveport.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So another one from the boot. But yeah, brought in Bryce Wilson. Like I think this is really gonna be like the best pitcher staff in
Yeah.
baseball. Like I really do.
And saying that,
And it pains me to say that shit.
and then, but look, and we can say that, and they lost one of their better starters. You
Mm.
lost a better
With
starter.
Ranger
And
Suarez.
yeah, you lost Suarez, and still, you could potentially have the best pitching staff in baseball.
Yeah,
That's
and they're gonna
crazy.
need it because that lineup that they got here. I mean, granted, you brought in Adolis Garcia, you brought back Justin. Brought back Kyle Schwarber, looking to basically bring up Justin Crawford as you just jettisoned Nick Castellanos. Um, Still got Trey Turner for however long you got him. Bryce Harper for however long you got him. Um, but yeah, and then JT Real Muto, who I thought people liked, but not as much. People do not like
No,
people do
they
not
don't.
like
They
JT
don't.
Real. It's kind of wild. But yeah,
So
it's the thing of like they're gonna have to basically be the best pitching staff because granted they got them going 85 and 76 or 86 and 77
mhm.
roughly. Um, and so yeah, it's they gonna probably need them to basically be great.
So
Uh,
my thing is, what it's gonna be for them, Rob, is it's gonna be a health thing. I think it's gonna be a
yes,
health thing because
yes,
last
all around.
year, you had 141 from Trey, you had 162 from Kyle, which is amazing because he played all 162 games and hit 56 Schwar bombs. Castellanos played
Working great.
147. TJ played 134. Harper played 132. Bryson Stott played 147. Alec played 120. It's going to come down to them being healthy again. The problem is, do you think this can happen again and them
Mm,
have the same type of numbers? Because Trey batted 300 for you. Okay.
right.
And you know he's probably one of the faster people in baseball. He's on base. He's stealing bases. He's doing his thing. So you don't believe that we're gonna have lightning strike twice and we're gonna have them repeat kind of from last year?
Yeah, yeah, nah. I don't know. Like well, you can't really guess injuries, but I think they could be staying healthy. I think they could be fine.
Yeah. Well, to me, you got a lot of guys in that beginning prime 30s, and I think that they can stay healthy, barring a big injury. If they can do that and be productive again, they might be right there, and I think that they can be right there again, Rob. Like,
Mm.
and if they can be productive and have the best pitching staff, we might be spelling, World Series. We might, we might.
Dang, it might be a little too much dip on your chip there,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah,
look,
yeah, no,
I'm
I
just
got you.
saying, mathematically, if they were to do what they did numbers wise and then have the best pitching staff, it might be there. It might be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now granted, the Dodgers checkbook is just so big.
I mean, it's the other teams too. Like I
Yeah.
think the NL, I think, is especially with the two teams that we're going to one of the teams we're going to talk about. I think they have a lot of competition that I don't think that they're better than.
Yeah, because
they're gonna have to get some hot
I
streaks.
was gonna dare you to
Double dog dare me, motherfucker.
Because one of these teams, I better say, go ahead and say it.
All right, so the next thing we're gonna say, Braves don't suck. That last year they went 76. I think it's 76 or 86.
Yeah.
But I will say, and I'm gonna give them this out. Their whole opening day starting rotation was hurt. The whole thing, most of the season. And so I'll give them that. Plus, they had some injuries here and there.
Mm-hmm.
They went and got Ha-Seong Kim, Drake Baldwin, Rookie of the Year, reigning defending undisputed Rookie of the Year for the NL. They have stuff. They went and got Jonah Heim. They have stuff.
Okay. See, and that word that you keep saying, stuff. See, stuff concerns me.
It was better than the shit that I was gonna say.
Look, it concerns me because outside of maybe Chris Sale and AJ Smith, Spencer too. Spencer, I forgot Spencer was there. Spencer was there. Who do you see saying
Spencer's?
This is gonna hold this rotation together?
That's the thing. Like they got Baseball Perspectives got them winning 90 games. I do not think this team is winning 90 games. There is no fucking way this team is winning 90 games. None. You got me on wax. You got Will Smith right here looking over my shoulder. These motherfuckers Braves are not winning 90 games. Put that in the fucking bank. You can roll this shit back once we hit October. Those motherfuckers gonna be sitting at 77 and 80 and 87. 75 and 87. There we go. It'll be just as where the fuck they was, even though they have basic stuff. Because there's teams that basically can whoop their ass and that's gonna whoop their ass that people are overlooking. And I think this Braves team kiss my ass also. Really. Honestly, I've been trying to hide it. They can kiss my ass. I don't like the Braves. I do not like the Braves at all.
Which he doesn't.
I do not.
So tell me this. If possible, if their bats could come alive, you don't think that the bats could try to carry them?
Like sustain it. Basically, you're gonna have a Ronald Acuna Jr. staying healthy all year, Michael Harris II staying healthy all year, Austin Jurickson Profar, Ozzy Albies, who always is fucking hurt.
Yeah,
Matt Olson, right? Austin Riley. Man, I don't believe in this team. I don't believe in this team in the extent because they got them winning the fucking East. This team is not winning the East. The next team we talk about is going to win the East.
And you know what? We can just jump straight to them. The Mets.
Let's do
that.
The
Mets can win the East. The Mets can legit win these.
So my thing is, the question that I want to pose is, can the Mets beat the Mets? And the thing about it is because I think that they're going to have to beat themselves. Like I think they're the class of the National League East. Brought in Freddie Peralta, bringing up Nolan McLean, who's one of the top prospects. Jonah Tom, another top prospect. Brought in Marcus Semien, brought in Bo Bichette, brought in Luis Robert. Yeah. Like they brought in a lot of talent. Or Jorge Polanco to replace Pete Alonso. Like this team, I think, is going to win the East and possibly win the National League. I've been saying that for a while, even though the Dodgers are still there. They still got their firepower. They just bought the closer that the Mets had in Edwin Diaz, which the Mets then brought in who they bringing Devin Williams from
the Lou.
That's 3 from the Lou's today. We're a record.
This is true.
Because you know why? 314, baby. And so but now and St. Louis people, we're just that goddamn good. But no, I think this is the team. If Francisco Lindor come back healthy, this team, I think, is the class of the National League. I think this is between the Dodgers and the Mets. We're gonna see who I pick basically when we pick the playoffs. But like, I honestly think the Mets, if not the number one team, is the second best team in all
I
of NL.
also think that the young guy, young third baseman Brent Batty. I think Batty has to have a good season too.
I mean, he got to have a something. He
Yeah,
ain't even got like a good season. He got to just be decent,
because
something.
he played 130 last year. He only hit 18 home runs, which is above where he was because he only played 50 games a year before. But I think he has to have some sort of positive season. I'm not saying he got to go hit 40, but he need to be 20, 25. He need to be higher than 254 average. He has to be on his shit to help support everything else. Lindor has to be here. They have issues like you said within themselves that keep.
Mets kicked in an extra year or something like that.
Yeah,
It was something to where I think the money was similar, but the Mets had like an extra year.
yeah, which is fine, you know.
Yeah.
But I'll say this. Look, it's 765 million reasons why I shouldn't be a Yankee. Okay, and I'm fine with that. That's all that matters in the end. That's all that matters in the end. I'm cool with it. I'm very cool with it. Now, with that being said, we have one more thing that we need to talk about before we let y'all go because we had y'all about an hour and a half now, but it's cool though, you know, because we enjoy y'all vibing out with us, you know, coming through.
Hell yeah, it's been a great show.
Doing the thing, doing the damn thing with us. Now, why the hell are these old guys decide that they want to fight each other right now? Okay, just why?
Bruh, I I wish I knew.
So
I wish I knew.
so in honor of Mayweather Pacquiao 2, we want to know what movies that you guys didn't want to see, and we actually had posted it on Blue Sky. Rob, I think that you had a few from people who said that who named things like The Color Purple and other movies.
Yeah, like
Like
what's a
that.
movie that you don't want to have a sequel made?
Yeah.
Like what movie that you don't want any kind of sequel? So yeah, I got Gone Girl,
Mm-hmm.
The Color Purple, etc. The movie I say that I would never want to have a sequel, which apparently is talked about being having a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Don't Be a Menace to South Central. Like Marlon Wayans basically said he's looking at making a sequel because he's trying to make a sequel of White Girls, White Chicks too. And then he's doing the new Scary Movie sequel as well. But the thing about it is, no, there doesn't need to be a Don't Be a Menace because there hasn't been that many hood movies for them to make fun of. So, nah, that'd be a movie that I would say doesn't need a sequel. So, did you have a movie that like does not need a sequel, a la Mayweather Pacquiao 2?
The one that came to my mind was The Notebook. Okay. Uh have hated the movie The Notebook for quite some time. And it was a movie that I felt was totally unnecessary to me and that I never wanted to see. And that I would never want to see them make a remake to or make a sequel to ever. Ever. I personally do not like movies like that. And just like this, and just like this sequel of a fight, I don't want to see this. I have been on record and will go out on the hill dying saying this. Whenever Floyd Mayweather wanted to fight Pacquiao, and I will, you can go back and look this up. They use the excuse of water testing, but I want people to rewind. It was an interview that he did years ago. It's something like 2008, 2009. He was on with Stephen A. Smith on ESPN. And his thing was, Pacquiao don't want no smoke, blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't water testing what the problem was. It was in the beginning, it was a money thing. Then it began to be water testing that he didn't want to give up blood, okay? Then whenever he got in the ring with Pacquiao, finally years down the road, it was, hey man, we have he has a rotator cuff issue, okay? They didn't care. If we all go back and look in the archives, Floyd did not want Manny Pacquiao to have a cortisone shot in his shoulder for his rotator cuff before that fight, okay? So he hit Pacquiao. He made it look good.
Keep on going. I'll be right back.
Okay. Then, once this happened with this rotator cuff issue, Pacquiao had surgery. Pacquiao came back. He fought another fight. He won decisively. All of a sudden, Pacquiao was great. Floyd was sitting there. Floyd was at the fight. And then they asked Floyd after that. They say, Floyd, do you want a rematch now? And Floyd said, Nah, I don't want no more rematch. It ain't worth it. That ain't what I want now. And guess what? I don't want it now either. I don't want to see Floyd fight Mike. I don't want to see Floyd fight Pacquiao again. Whenever they was hot, it should have happened. Okay, it should have happened way back then. Okay, and I know what some people gonna say. Oh man, it was packing. You was juice, and you would have wanted to see Floyd get beat up. Look, if Floyd is the ultimate defensive man, and he ain't gonna touch him, so the power don't matter. It shouldn't matter. That's what it should be. If he had that much confidence in himself, then the Jews shouldn't have mattered. Hey man, come on, let's do this. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you no matter what, if you juiced up or not. And that would have made me say, God damn, Floyd beat that boy and he was on that juice. And
Mhm.
he couldn't win. And that would have made me have even more respect for Floyd. But it was the fact of that he thought that he couldn't beat it. And it's gonna be people say, oh, you don't know. Peds help people with performance and this, that, and other. If I can't hit you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many times I swing if I can't hit you. Okay? It's that simple. Antonio Marguerite showed that once they took the plaster of Paris away from him, he hit like he had squeaky toys in his hand after that. Okay? Shane Mosley destroyed him after that. Even though Antonio Margarita had messed up Miguel Cotto after that, and I think Cotto did wind up fighting him again. But it shouldn't matter. If I'm this good, he can't touch me. Damn it. That's just my opinion on how I see it. That's why now I don't want to see this, because it should have been two healthy people in the beginning fighting, and that's it. And people can say, "Oh, Floyd is undefeated." I'm gonna be honest with you. Floyd started this undefeated shit, and this is why I feel like we have boxers fighting with this "I'm gonna go out undefeated" type mentality.
Mhm.
And once they feel like they've hit so many, it's out. Because I would have wanted to see Bud fight David Benavidez. That's who I
Mhm.
would have wanted to see him fight. Okay, that's my personal opinion. But now I'm not gonna get to see it because he's like, oh, I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
undefeated. And that's it. So be what it may, but I just want to remind you guys, it's guys in history who fought hundreds of fights and
Mhm.
have spectacular records, and they may not be undefeated, but those are some of the guys that we admire the most.
True.
Now Floyd has made it about being undefeated. Okay, but did you have anything to say about that, Rob?
Nah, man. Like Mayweather Pacquiao too is a affront to society, and it should be stopped and never happen because the
Ever,
first fight was fucking bullshit. But Nate put it much better, much more eloquently than I could. So,
bro.
yeah, nah, he got it.
I saw it whenever I saw this. I flipped like I didn't even see that. I was like, I don't want to see that. I was like, don't give me that. Don't give me that. I didn't ask you for that. I asked you years ago for other things, and you told me no, and now you want to say take this. No, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I was like Major Pain whenever she was trying to give him the book. I don't want it.
Hmm.
Hold on to that. I don't need that book. Now, however people take it, I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it. Look, you can argue with all your barbershop people about that one, but remember,
Right.
go back in the archives and really look up what that first fight was about. That first fight was about money. It was about money because Floyd knew at the time Pacquiao was a huge draw, and he was a huge draw. He was
Hmm.
being greedy first behind him. That's what it was. Don't ever let that get mistaken for anybody. That he ain't nah. That's what he wanted. He wanted money. Be real with it. But anything you want to say before we get up out of here, Rob?
Nah, man. Good night, Canada. Good night, Taylor Swift, man. Thank y'all for watching again. Of course, like, subscribe, everything. What we got. Look at us on podcasts. Like, in case you need the audio only, we on Pandora, we on Apple, we on Spotify, we on everywhere, man. Just go ahead and look it up. Look
Yep.
it up on YouTube. If you got YouTube Premium and you just want to basically either look at us commercial free or you want to basically look at whatever else that we got, whether it's our shorts, our MLB previews, dog. We got it all for you, man. We gonna give y'all these beautiful faces right here. All of this, all of this,
Oh yeah,
all of this. We give to y'all free 99 every week.
every week
It, every week.
coming with the
But
new hotness.
every time, every time. So, but yeah, hopefully y'all have a good weekend and everything like that.
Yeah, have a great weekend. Remember, like, subscribe, tell your people about us, and we're out of here.